How's it going, guys? And welcome to episode 3 of the Boiling Point podcast. My name is Jonathan, and I am with my co-host, DJ John Doe.
Yay!
What's up, man?
Yo, man, today I'm excited about this show.
You early?
Yeah, this show right here I'm excited about. The other ones I really wasn't excited. I had a little gout in my left tit. But today I had some coffee. My baby mama didn't complain to me, so I'm excited about this show.
And by baby mama, you mean the figment of your imagination?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We just got to get that clear. Last thing we need is people claiming child support on you.
Man,
all right.
I got no money, so they claim all they want. 0 multiplied by 0 is still 0.
All right, so as usual, our comments, we got Knicks fans. You know, Steve, the Knicks fan, commented.
Oh,
and
yeah, Steve.
Who else commented?
James, my boy J, JF something. Yeah, basically all my people from CI, the Oatmeal Club. Shout out to everybody in the Oatmeal Club.
And yeah, so because of you guys, we got to start off the Knicks.
Yeah, definitely the Oatmeal Club talking about the Knicks. Let's go.
The Knicks are all right. So pretty much the last 10, 5-5, last 3 games since we had our last podcast, they're 2-1.
2-1. Get that straight. My Knicks is 2-1. They should have been 3-0, but that Sunday game, terrible.
Yeah, I actually want to talk a little bit about that. On the Wednesday game against the Pacers, KP was 7 of 15 from the field, 21 points. Melo was 13-25 from the field, but 7-11 from 3-point, and he got 35.
How much he had?
35.
35, baby.
7 of 11 from 3, which is pretty good. And
on,
D Rose had 9 and 18 with 24 points. I think that's like the main recipe.
Yep.
If the Knicks want to win.
Yes, sir.
And another guy who another game I should say that the Knicks won was against the Magic. Now
Magic
I didn't pull up any stats from this because the Magic suck. So I mean, you're kind of expected to win that game.
But I don't know. The Magic is a little funny to me because they have a lot of good players, but it just hasn't gelled yet. Pause.
There we go. And that's the main thing is having good players don't mean anything if they can't play together.
That's true.
And they have a lot of guys who, like, it makes no sense to have Serge Ibaka and Bismack Biyombo in your front court.
Exactly.
But they're both the same player.
Exactly. 2 Africans.
Except,
first off, what's that dude?
Why are you talking about Africa, man? We have the good basketball player, man.
I love all my African people. I love jollof rice, fufu, all that stuff. But what's that dude with the that's on the team, the center? What's his name?
Biyombo.
Yeah, he's doing the finger waving. Mutombo ain't liking that.
Yeah, he ain't like it last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually, D Wade got tired of him one time because after he blocked D Wade. Then he called a foul or whatever, and D-Wade just grilled him, just stared him down. Yeah.
Yeah, they said Mutombo said that he didn't like it, but really nobody could understood what he was saying. So people think Mutombo was like, ew, get out of here, bro.
So pretty much is, they beat the Magic, which doesn't really matter. Now, the loss on Christmas Day against Boston,
terrible.
Melo was 9 of 24 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3-point, which is 28.6%. But he did have 29 points. Yeah. KP had 22 points, 12 rebounds, 9 of 16 from the field, 2 of 4 shooting. I believe D Rose had 20 plus. Now, watching that Boston game, which I did while I was at church, God please forgive me. Watching that Knicks versus Boston game, what I really didn't like is the Knicks really should win that game by 20.
Yeah,
but they were playing so lackadaisical. How the hell are you allowing Jay Crowder to come off the bench and just jack up threes and make them? Yeah. These guys are not that good. And that's also the reason why I'm very, very conflicted of how far I think the Knicks could go. Yeah. Because a game like that shows that they could either be a team that goes to Game 7 in the first round, or they could be a team that could push you to Game 7 in the second round, possibly make the conference finals. Yeah. But, games like that when, you're playing like a day school, you're constantly playing an isolation defense. You can't screen off the ball. You're not running the pick and roll.
No help.
You're not defending the pick and roll. Every time they set a pick, they would always switch, which makes absolutely no.
Oh man,
switching is lazy defense. What about you, John? What you think?
No, seriously, you're absolutely right, man. And the biggest culprit and switching, I hate to say it, is Melo, man. Melo's always switching, and Melo, you my man's boy, but yo, step your defense up. Pause. Yeah, no, that's good. Defense ain't no pause. Yeah, man. You set your pick it up, man. Like you're switching. You having your point guard guarding a bigger dude, and why you? I don't even want to talk about it, man. Isaiah Thomas is. I won't say he's trash, but he's not an all-star. But yeah, he's killing it.
There's a lot of guys that take over Isaiah Thomas. Like the obvious guys who you take over him: Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Steph Curry, Dame Lillard. Those are the obvious guys who take over him. Guys who like you're not too sure you would take over that I would personally take over. John Wall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Kyrie Irving is also a guy you'd definitely take over.
Yeah, definitely.
I forgot about my boy Kyrie. All right, so guys who I'll definitely take John Wall over him.
Yeah.
I'd take Kyle Lowry over him, even though Kyle Lowry looks like a freaking gummy bear.
Yeah.
But heck, I'll take him.
Mike Conley.
Mike Conley, the quote unquote best player in the league. I know your boy told you that. Yeah. He who will not be named said that.
We won't say who said that, but he might have to defend himself one day. Mike Conley is the best player in the NBA. we'll leave that off. Let's continue.
And also like guys, Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
And also Eric Bledsoe, one of the most underrated point guards in the league.
True.
And he's just underrated because he's on a bad team. Isaiah Thomas, man, you can't have that. You can't let that little dude go off on you.
Son, it's crazy. That whole team, no, but honestly, I don't like Marcus Smart at all.
I can't stand him, man.
Yo, but the whole entire Boston, it was just crazy. They were just going. To me, they look like the East Coast version of the Warriors.
If the Warriors were on welfare.
They're the EBT version of the Warriors. But yeah, all they do is go run down the court, shoot threes, and it's terrible basketball. But the Knicks lost to them.
One thing which I can't stand that the Celtics always get away with, they always reach in.
Oh yeah.
Whenever growing up you're playing basketball, you play defense with your feet, not your hands.
Clyde Frazier
always reach in, and they do not get calls for it, which makes absolutely no sense. That's also how they force so many turnovers. Now, if you have a team like that in the Celtics, who they're constantly reaching in, and you can't take care of the ball, you're not setting off the ball screens, you're just running through the motions, you're not making hard cuts, you're going to lose that game. And the thing is, the Knicks only lost that game by what? Wait, do I have the score up here?
What is it? I forgot. Was it like I don't know how much. They didn't lose by much.
119, 114, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It was about and they were coming back. They were coming back in the fourth quarter.
They were coming. It was a weird game because first it started out evenly matched teams.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Boston goes on that roll.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the Knicks come back, but Boston goes back on that roll. And then the last 4 minutes of the game, the Knicks owned it. If they didn't run a freaking isolation play for Melo, posting up at the 3-point line.
Yeah, you saw that too.
What sense does that make?
Bruh, it was and Porzingis was hot. Porzingis was hot at the time.
What have I been saying, John? About how far the Knicks can go?
There's Porzingis, how Porzingis
as he grows.
Yeah, and they should have been feeding my boy Porzingis. Pause. Whoa. Let's rewind that. Yo, they should have been giving Porzingis the ball and let him take over the game. But Melo being Melo, yo, what's up with that? I understand you're one of the most clutch players in basketball, but you're passing to your big man. There's no reason at the 3-point line you're trying to do a post up. Come on, man.
And what's crazy is because right before that play happened, when I told you, guarantee Melo post up at the 3-point line.
Of course.
And I believe it was a turnover.
Yeah, it was a turnover. Yeah, it was a turnover.
You can't play the game like that.
Come on, man. With those ugly Christmas jerseys, you lost, man.
Like Knicks fans. I don't know if you're getting upset at us saying this, but you're known as a good team by how the teams you beat and how you win those games.
Yeah.
Beating Orlando was not really impressive.
No.
Beating Indiana is impressive because Indiana was not impressive because Indiana has just been dogging it this season.
Yeah, but they're coming back. I think they're 15-15 now, but they're getting better. So
we'll see. There's still a lot of basketball left.
Yeah.
And you got the Boston Celtics, who I believe is the third seed as currently. and you're playing on Christmas Day. It's prime time. Porzingis' first Christmas Day game. Knicks playing Christmas for the first time in 2 years, and you can't close out a game like that.
No.
That if I'm a Knicks fan, I'll be worried. Is we can't close out a game against the freaking Celtics.
Yeah, the Celtics aren't that good.
They're not.
They're a playoff team. They're good because they're a playoff team, but honestly, that's a team we should have took over easily.
Honestly, the Celtics, I don't think they have anyone near to Melo, and they also don't have anyone near to the potential that Porzingis has.
Exactly.
It's just a bunch of glorified role players.
Exactly. And we lost to them. And we didn't play any defense at all. The switching has to stop.
It really does. And I was telling you, all right, one thing is I think Jeff Hornacek have a practice where your guys are defending the pick and roll or off-ball screens. One thing I see a lot is what the Knicks keep doing. When you're going against a shooter and you try to go over the screen, that's never going to work out because all you're going to do is run to the guy's rear end, and that's an automatic foul. Or if you try to go under the screen, the guy could just easily go the other way and drive right by the basket. So what you need to do is for example, Joakim Noah, right? His guy is setting a screen on the guy who D Rose is guarding.
Yeah.
What Joakim Noah has to do is give a little room between him and the guy he's guarding who's setting the screen on Derrick Rose to allow Derrick Rose to get a window to come through so he can easily just slide through and get to his defender instead of having to fight over a screen and, draw a foul, allow a layup, or go under the screen and allow the guy to go the other way or allow the guy to get a jump shot.
But Derrick Rose, honestly, I feel he's really conscious about his body now. I don't think Derrick Rose is fighting through screens. He's going over screens so he won't hurt his shoulder or anything like that.
I actually think this last game is one of the most aggressive I've seen him in terms of attacking the rim and really not caring about his body.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Did he get blocked?
He did.
Trying to dunk?
I forgot who tried to dunk him, but yeah, he got stuffed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was. I give Derrick Rose. He's slowly and surely impressing me. But was his contract $23 million? Was it like 20, 23?
I don't know. It's only a 1 year deal. So.
Yeah, but I don't think they should resign him. But that's a different story for a different time. But he's definitely impressing me.
Yeah, and
and I'm the only person who should impress.
And Knicks, you guys know the formula to winning. Melo's gonna be Melo. D Rose gonna have his occasional games. What you got to do is ensure that Porzingis continues to grow as the guy who the ball goes through, and continue to play solid help defense because you guys don't have anyone. I don't believe so. Except for Courtney Lee, who has really good on-ball defense, who could guard a guy 1-on-1.
Facts.
If you're playing that, you got to play great off-the-ball defense. If the ball gets swung around from the left to the right side of the court, you always have to have the help there.
Stop switching.
Yeah, switching is for late. It's very, very lazy. It's never effective. And another thing is, if you're gonna switch, let the guy know you're gonna switch.
Yeah, talk. Can somebody talk, bro? And the crazy thing is, Melo loves talking trash, but he would never tell anybody he's switching.
Nah, he just does it. Well, Melo decides at the last minute if he's gonna switch. He's like,
yeah, he's just like, you know what? Yeah, whatever. But anyway, they're 2-1. We'll see what happens. I want them to improve. But Melo, man.
I mean, they will. Like I said, this next season could either end in 6 or 7 games in the first round. Mm-hmm. It can end and go into Game 7 in the second round. Mm-hmm. Or if you guys really get lucky and you guys really reach your potential, you can end up in the conference finals and get swept by Cleveland.
But yeah, listen, man. It's all about defense. That's what the Knicks need to play. They need to play better defense. I know they got a lot of players that could score, but defense is where it's going to take us. We have to play better on defense, honestly.
Yeah, that most definitely.
And you got to play defense with your feet, not your hands. Clyde Frazier.
All right, Clyde. I mean, hey, Clyde, he's very, very annoying to listen to with his nursery rhymes and his oxymorons.
Yeah.
But the guy knows the game.
Yeah, Clyde knows the game. He knows the game very, very well, but nobody pays attention to him because
he's a goofball.
He has Dr. Seuss nursery rhymes, and his suits are so loud. Jesus.
Yeah,
he's like rest in peace, Craig Sager. If Craig Sager grew up in Harlem, he would be Clyde Frazier.
Facts. Wheeling and dealing. The Knicks are percolating.
Posting and toasting.
All right, so yeah. So pretty much recipe to success for the Knicks is feed Porzingis the ball.
Pause.
Ball movement is very key. You're running the triangle.
Yeah.
You can't constantly have a guy. Another thing I want to talk about the triangle real quick is a lot of times the triangle is being ran for guys who can't really get their own shots off.
Yeah,
that last option, that last guy who has the ball in his hands, if the first 2 or 3 scoring option doesn't work, that's your playmaker, which is Melo. So Knicks fans play very, very close to the triangle and how the ball movement goes. That's why sometimes it's not even Melo's fault that he's jacking up shots, but because like I said, you can't run through the motions when you're trying to get a good look. You got to make those hard cuts. You got to set those hard screens. Get those V cuts and everything. Flash into the free throw line. The thing is, when that first or second option does not work, that's when the shot clock. All right, shot clock is at 6 seconds left. We need to get the ball in Melo's hands. Do something. You want to avoid that as much as possible. I do believe in taking time off the shot clock to find a good shot.
Yep.
But if it's taking you that long to find a good shot and you ended up not getting a good shot whatsoever, that's just because you guys aren't cutting hard enough. You guys aren't setting hard screens.
Yep.
And that's an issue. So yeah, Knicks fans really look out for that when you see their offense. Look at how you guys are playing off the ball. Stop looking at the guy with the ball. Look at the guys who don't have the ball. That's the issue on the offense.
And again, a lot of Knicks fans only watch the Knicks. If you want to see a good offense being run, watch the Spurs. Even watch the LA Lakers. They were running the offense pretty well. So if you really want to know how the triangle and how offense should be run, watch those teams and you get a better understanding of how a team is supposed to look. Boston is terrible. So what offense do they run?
I think they run they will occasionally have some triangle. They occasionally just run a flex and a motion offense. Pretty much what it is pass and screen away. It's very, very basic. I mean, they have some basic ass players anyway. So you can't really run anything else.
All right.
But that's pretty much it. But yeah, like I said, Knicks fans, Knicks play tomorrow night, I believe. Off the ball is where I would, you guys should look forward to see what the issue with your team is. Look at the guys off the ball. Last night the offense was an issue late in the game. It's your defense was an issue. You can't allow guys like Marcus Smart, Isaiah Thomas, J. Karl. You can't allow those guys to go off. And those guys are not even going off with one-on-one ball handling. They're going off because they're getting wide open shots from because they're the second or third pass away.
Yeah.
From off the ball. Defense is very, very poor for the Knicks. So yeah, if the Knicks can improve that the Knicks could be a legitimate top 4 team in the East. That's if they improve their off-ball defense and their off-the-ball offense. Start running through the motions. Kyle O'Quinn, stop thinking
street ball.
Stop thinking that your page is Stojakovic. All right, stop it. You're in there to defend. Grab rebounds, and pass the ball.
Stop.
You're not in there to take shots off the dribble.
No, you're not that nice, bro. Kyle O'Quinn, you're not that nice.
Yeah, you really aren't. So those are the keys to success for the Knicks. Off the ball movement, defense off of the ball. Running a little more offense through Porzingis, getting his confidence up. Because, this season, like I said, you're not going to win a championship. This is kind of a transitional year. This free agency is a big class. You want to develop Porzingis as much as possible.
Very much so.
Yeah, and you also, you want to see what you have in D-Rose, see if you should extend him. You want to see how much Melo has left in the tank. See if he could win.
He scored 35.
See if he could win a
Where is Melo going to be in the triangle? Spike Lee, dumbass.
And, we actually weren't even going to talk about the Nets, but that game last night.
Yo, round of applause for the Nets. Okay, I'm the one clapping. Yo, shouts out to the Nets.
Real talk, man. Last night, the Nets beat the Charlotte Hornets 120 to 118.
Son, it was like that's their championship right there.
I get this, which is a typical way I think that the Nets won the game. Randy Foye hit a 3 at the buzzer to win the game. And that was his only field goal of the game. I think that's a typical Nets win.
Yo, man, it's the little things, man. He shot the 3. He was happy. Yo, that's their championship right there, man.
It really is. And also, with the Knicks, that's in the Knicks. The Nets, Bogdanovich, Lopez, and Kilpatrick all of them had 20 plus. So that's a good look for you guys.
Yeah, Bogdanovich is alright. Is he good because he's on a bad team, or is he?
No. He's putting up those numbers because he's on a bad team.
Yeah,
but he would be a very, very good role player and a contender.
Yeah, okay.
He's a guy who come off your bench and jack up three.
Exactly.
He's the guy who I personally think if he's on the Warriors or the Cavs, he could probably give you about 8 to 12 points a game, and that's really big because probably 15 minutes.
You know who he reminds me of? What's that guy's name? He's on the Houston Rockets now.
Ryan Anderson.
Yeah. No, all right, this shit. All right, man.
Ryan Anderson. They're two different guys. Bogdanovich is a wing. Ryan Anderson is a stretch four.
But Ryan Anderson's not posting up nobody.
No, but that is true. But
and I think they're about the same height.
Nah, Ryan Anderson is 6'10". Bogdanovich is like what?
6'8", 6'4", 6'6".
Is he 6'8"? How you go from 6'8" to 6'4"?
No, it depends if he's wearing Jordans or Timbs. He's playing Brooklyn, bro. We have it said. He could be wearing Timbs.
Yeah.
So seriously, when I wear a fresh pair of Timbs, some tan and butters, bro, I'm like 6'4", bro.
Really? So because right now I'm 5'10", 5'11". So if I wear Timbs, I'm gonna be 6'3".
You'll be 7'10".
Oh, it's lit.
Yeah, bro. It's amazing.
Man. I'm finna get that.
But shout out to the Nets, man. Y'all won your championship yesterday, man. I'm happy for y'all. We're gonna have a parade in 2 weeks.
We're gonna have it.
I don't know, 40-40 club.
Yeah. So it's pretty much that's all we have to say about the Nets. Pretty much a nice game, a nice win. The Nets will have those occasionally. Have those nice games with a surprise everyone. Kenny Atkinson is really earning my respect because after that game, you see how the players jump to him. When your players love you like that, you're doing something right, even though you're a bad team.
Yeah, when your players love you and you're trash, that's what you have to. It's amazing.
Because if after one like that, the guys they really sort of won a championship the way they're judging on Kenny Atkinson's. Another thing about the Nets, real quick before we move on, is you guys better invest in a great scouting team.
Oh yeah,
because you want to find guys who the diamonds in the rough, as they would say,
definitely.
like a Hassan Whiteside that the Heat found, or or Tyler Johnson. Or for the Lakers, or Jordan Clarkson, something like that.
Yeah.
Even the Warriors, Draymond Green, because you want to find talent that you can find in the second round.
Yeah.
Or an undrafted player and maybe groom him. Yeah. So, Nets, scouting, play development, that's your keys to being not a joke.
That's actually a great point. That's actually really, I wasn't even thinking that. They need to have good scouting because right now they don't have any first round picks for a while.
Good scouting, good play development.
Exactly. Do they even have a D-League team? I don't know.
They do. They just the Long Island. This is their first season. Which is really, really good for them.
Voila.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's your keys to success because you guys don't have a first round pick. Nobody's gonna come to the Nets even if you try to overpay them, they probably won't come to the Nets because you guys are a couple of years away from even being in the playoffs. But if you guys invest in that, that's actually a very good idea.
And also, remember the new CBA is instead of 15-man roster, now it's a 17. You can have those 2 extra D-League guys.
Yeah.
That's another,
Yeah, you guys. So
play development in Scotland. That's the key for the Nets to become relevant again.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of having 8 D-League players, you guys are going to have 10 D-League players. So you guys need to do that. But no, all jokes aside, I think the blueprint of what the Heat did, the Nets should do as well.
Yeah, like right now, all right, so I'm a Heat fan. All right, I'm going to talk Heat for like 2 minutes real quick, all right? Please, guys, do not tune out. So pretty much is...
Break it down.
What the Heat did is because they realized that it is not good to be an average team in this league right now. You're either really good or you're really bad.
Yeah.
And they knew that with Kevin Durant going to the Warriors, they missed out on Kevin Durant. There's no one in hell that we have a shot at winning a championship. So what did they do? Let D-Wade go, pretty much lowball him so he could be upset, leave. All right. Now we have guys like Goran Dragic could probably trade away his contract. Chris Bosh is going to be off contract with the whole blood clots issue.
Blood clot.
And pretty much what the Heat are going to have is a top 5 or 7 pick. If they trade away Goran Dragic, they would have another first round pick.
Yeah.
And you're also going to create $40 to $60 million in cap space.
Okay.
And you could sign 2 pretty good free agents, draft 2 pretty good guys, and you already have a core 4 of Justice Winslow, Hassan Whiteside, Josh Richardson, and Tyler Johnson.
Okay,
that's pretty much the blueprint that they're doing because they don't want to be the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but The Nets don't have that.
No. They did.
But they have the second part of your argument with like Tyler Johnson. Go with that.
Tyler Johnson is somewhere I said. Like, I told you guys about Tyler Johnson. He tried out for the Heat, and he pretty much he was on the summer league roster.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a guy they were considering. He was just a filling. Like, all right, we need to have certain X amount of players in the guy. Let's just get this kid, let him play on the summer league roster. Mm-hmm. He impressed on the summer league roster. Mm-hmm. What happened? He got invited to training camp. Didn't make the team. Was the last cut. Sent to the D League. Dogs in the D League. 18 points a game, and then called him up to a first 10-day contract. Didn't impress us enough. Sent it back down.
Yep.
We traded away Norris. We traded away Rio. Got to call him back up. Don't have enough players on the team. And then he played pretty good for us. And now 4 years, $50 million, and he's averaging 14 points a game off the bench.
And the same thing with Hassan Whiteside.
Not the guy in and out the league.
Yep.
Attitude issue. He actually was on the training camp roster in 2000 and either 13 or 14.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they didn't feel he had the heart to make the team because he literally gave up in the middle of his try for the Heat, and that's the LeBron is. Imagine Hassan Whiteside on a team with LeBron. That was our one weakness, was the center position.
Yeah,
who knows? But yeah, pretty much is what the Heat did with that is play strength, help a guy with his strength, help him with his weaknesses. Yeah, they know he needs a post game. They know he needs to learn to pass out the post, and they pretty much developed him into now what he got a max contract. Go from making a minimum to the maximum, and diamonds in the rough. Yeah. Why? Because the Heat invested a lot of money in scouting. Yeah. They invested a lot of money in player development.
And that's
what the team with the Heat did is they pretty much hired their guys from the organization to work the D League team. So it's not random dudes in the D League running it. They're running the D League like they run the Miami Heat. And that's what the Nets need to do.
Yeah, and that's what once the Nets do that, that's a very good point. Once the Nets I think that's the best case scenario for them because right now they don't have a first round pick next year. No, they have a first round. They have to switch it.
They have a first round pick this year, but Celtics have the right to switch. So I'm just throwing a number out there. For example, they get the number 2 pick in this year's draft, and the Celtics end up with the number 20th pick.
Jesus Christ.
They will be forced to switch it, so they would have the 20th pick, and the Celtics will have the number 2 pick.
Jesus.
Which is, I mean, like I said, if your scouting is really good, you'll be able to find that diamond in the rough because we've seen a lot of guys go in the second round and end up becoming stars. Yeah. Another team that's
Green.
That's true.
That's personal. That's personal, bro.
It's not personal. I just think he's overrated.
Oh God.
I do. I think I like him. He's a good player, but I think he's overrated.
Top five power forward in the league.
Yeah, but that's because there's not a lot of good ones out there.
Okay.
But there's not a lot of power forwards who are good at offense and defense like he is. Yeah. We have a lot of power forwards. They're either really good defensively or they're really good offensively.
Okay.
Like LaMarcus Aldridge is only really good offensively.
Yeah, man.
Guys like Lorenzo Well is only good defensively. Mm-hmm. Something like that. But yeah, another team that I think is very, very good at finding plays to develop is the San Antonio Spurs. Mm-hmm. Patty Mills.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan Simmons. Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, second round pick.
The second to last pick in his draft.
Yep.
And you think Manu's a Hall of Famer?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think so. Manu Ginobili?
Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Hell
so, that's what you need to have. Right now, guys are probably not going to sound to you. Invest in player development, invest in scouting. That's the best way to go for the future in order for, you guys won't be laughable and, you won't be laughed. And then also, one thing that players like is if they see that you're a very good team at developing players, they're going to want to play for you. Like, wow, this guy could make me a better player and hopefully get me paid.
Yep.
So they'll go to you, possibly develop, and next thing you know, they're getting money.
Yeah, wow. This is the most we talk about the Nets. I think this is the most coverage the Nets have ever gotten. You're welcome.
On our show. Yeah, you're welcome. That's
not even on our show, in New York sports history right now.
But also on our show, us and our 3 viewers,
All 2 of us. All 2 of them. We love you guys.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna come back to basketball a little later, but right now we're gonna talk Giants. They lost the last game to the Eagles. They lost 19-24. Mm-hmm. Eli didn't really have a good game in terms of turnovers. He was 30 of 63 in terms of passing. That's 30 or 63. I mean, 63 is way too many passes.
That's way too. In my opinion, if you can't throw more than 30 or 40 times in a game.
But if you don't have a running game, what are you gonna do? Which is one of their weaknesses. 356 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions.
Eli numbers,
and 2 of them were key interceptions. So, he had a pick 6, which was big. Odell Beckham Jr. 11 receptions, 150 yards. And also the defense, I believe, got 0 sacks. So what was kind of strange is the Philadelphia, I believe they had 0 sacks as well. Carson Wentz, a rookie. All right, so this is what beat you. This quarterback beat you. He went 13 of 24, only 152 yards with 1 touchdown and just 1 interception. That guy beat you. Which is just
terrible.
Which, if you're asking me, I think the Giants' defense were pretty solid. But come on, man. You can't allow Eli to be constantly rushed. He was being consistently rushed. Even though, Philadelphia didn't have a lot of sacks, but they were constantly rushing, constant pressure. Which is why I tell them that this Giants' own line might be the reason why they do not win it. Well, why they do not get to the Super Bowl.
That's what I was saying last week, that the O-line of the Giants is terrible. And
you said that they were good. Because of their record, you said, their record is good, so, look at Odell Beckham Jr.
I don't remember saying that, but all I remember saying that the O-line is the key reason why the Giants won't win the Super Bowl. Is the reason, that's the same exact reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go back to episode 2 of the podcast. I believe around the 30-minute mark, you will hear DJ John Doe specifically say, the Giants' offensive line are good, man. Yeah. I believe that if you have a 10-4 record and Odell Beckham put up those numbers,
see this?
You have a pretty good team.
What the fuck? Am I Winnie the Pooh? the fuck, bro? But I don't know. The Giants is what? They're 10-5 now.
Yeah,
they're still a playoff team.
Yeah, I think they've have they officially? No, they didn't.
Wow.
They needed that game to clinch.
Wow.
I believe. I need to look back at that, but yeah, and the Lions ended up not clinching yesterday because they need to beat the Cowboys to clinch.
Oh yeah, the Cowboys. Oh man, the Cowboys are great. The Cowboys, they're gonna be in the.
I'm still not sold.
Really?
No.
Wow.
I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not, because.
Okay. What makes you not sold about with the Cowboys? The rookie running back?
No, I don't care about rookie running back. I don't care about the court. Well, I kind of care about that.
Des Bryant?
But they're pass defense. I believe the first team that they would verse is Atlanta. And if your pass defense isn't all that,
I'm not sold on Atlanta. Atlanta has not won a playoff game. I think they won one play. Matty Ice only won one playoff game in his whole career.
I'm not sold on Atlanta as well, but sometimes you have matchups that are in your favor.
I'm not sold on Atlanta at all, bro.
I'm not sold. I'm not saying they're guaranteed to beat the Cowboys, but I don't know. But then again, the NFC is not really like, the Seahawks fell off. Green Bay ain't the same.
Oh, Green Bay's. Oh man. I'm not sold on Green Bay. Green Bay. Well, they started playing better in the second half, but Green Bay was terrible in the beginning of the season. But hey, who knows? Any given Sunday, anybody could win. But on the AFC side, it's gonna be New England.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I'm glad you said that because sorry, Giants fan, we're kind of staying away from this, but just real quick, one quick mention: Derek Carr is out for the season, so Patriots pretty much have a cakewalk.
Yo, man, rest in peace to Derek Carr, the Oakland Raiders. Man.
But thank God it's a fibula injury though. I think he broke his fibula, and that's also the smallest bone in your leg. So he should have a nice recovery. He shouldn't take a step back next season. Mm-hmm. So the future is still bright in Oakland. But I'm sorry, guys. You're not beating the Patriots without Derek Carr.
Hopefully.
But to get back to you was going to say something?
No, forget it. It was nothing.
now I want to know what you was gonna say.
No, forget it. It's so the Giants, the Giants basically. Let's see what happens. The last game of the season, you guys, your O-line is trash, like I said before. But my viewpoint might change after this week.
But yeah. So, like I said, this game, don't take too much out of it. I don't know. This is like, I can't really put out a thought about the Giants because I really do not know.
Yeah, they're really up and down. They go by how Eli and the O-line.
Yeah, so it's. But then again, that's also why I think they could really be really, really good. Yeah, but if their O-line is actually blocking in the game, they're guaranteed to give you about 30 points.
Yeah. If Eli, listen, if they get into the playoffs, anything can happen because Eli in the playoffs is a totally different player than he is in the regular season.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But yeah. So to a more depressing topic, the New York Jets.
Jesus Christ.
Lost another one. Bryce Petty is hurt. Out for the season. Shoulder injury, torn labrum. His non-throwing shoulder, so that's a good news. Fitzpatrick is going to be the starter for the next game. What do you think about that, John?
I want my son to go to Harvard because only a Harvard man could be able to get so much money from the NFL, be mediocre at best, and still start after they told you weren't able to start.
Yeah, they did. That's what I say. He's like a cat with 9 lives.
Oh my gosh.
He always ends up getting a chance to start.
Yo, man, seriously, he must be a witch doctor or something. I don't know because they put Geno ahead of him, right? Mm-hmm. Geno tore his ACL.
Nah, Geno got snuffed last season.
No.
Let's go back to last season.
No, but I'm talking about this season.
Nah, they didn't put Geno in front of him this season.
They started Geno. Geno tore his ACL.
No. Oh, I thought you were talking about training camp who they announced with the starter.
No. Ryan Fitzpatrick was the starter.
Yeah.
Then
Geno ended up.
And then he tore his ACL. That same game, Ryan Fitzpatrick comes in, says that then he starts talking about the coaching staff.
Yeah, he's pissed. Like, yo, bro, you're trash, man.
And then
the hell you talking about?
After that, then he stinks up. Then he puts up some more garbage. And then they put Bryce Petty in. And then Bryce Petty gets hurt. Jesus Christ!
Bryce Petty, this isn't this past game was the first time Bryce Petty got hurt. What was that game? Bryce Petty got hurt in another. Damn it!
Whatever.
I forgot he got hurt in another game, and then Fitzpatrick came in for him. Yeah. And then Bryce, he found out would be. I think it was the Dolphins game he got hurt possibly. Fitz played, stunk up the joint. Now Fitz was playing again.
Fitz, my gosh. He
doesn't make sense to me.
Yo, man, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame just by that. I have never seen the only person that's ever made out like this is Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn played one great game for Green Bay Packers and I think he got like a $300 million contract. And then left the league.
That's the thing about this league, which is really, really stupid. Is you remember how Aaron Rodgers was like the protege of Brett Favre?
Yeah,
they thought Matt Flynn was the protege. Matt Flynn was the protege of Aaron Rodgers, but they thought how that transition from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers worked out with the Packers. Yeah. They thought Matt Flynn was that guy because he learned under a great quarterback. Yeah. And he got that big contract from the Seahawks, right? Yeah. And Russell didn't happen.
Yeah, terrible.
Brock Osweiler this past season. There's a reason why John Elway left. John Elway is a smart man. Yes. You think he's gonna pick a rookie quarterback over a guy who's played some games for him? Yeah. Come on, there's a reason why he did that.
Yeah, and that's the reason why he traded Tim Tebow to the Jets.
To the Jets, yes, sir.
Yo, man, but anyway, back to the Jets.
Like I said, who? So,
the Jets.
Do you think Bryce? I mean, not Bryce. Fitz, Hackenberg. Who do you want to see?
I would like to see Hackenberg. I don't know if he's injured or not, but
he's not hurt.
Well,
they just don't want to play him.
Exactly. Maybe they're saving him. He's a secret weapon,
which makes no sense.
He's a secret weapon. And you know what's so crazy? Todd Bowles was hurt. He was in the hospital, and I don't know if he was gonna. He came to New England. They thought they were gonna rally behind him and win one for the Gipper. But
it ain't work out.
Yo, man, they dropped the fillet of fish. Two bad fillet of fish over there. It was a bomb. What they lost 41-3?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Shoot, if they should have did what Rex Ryan did when we lost to New England like that. They should have just buried the game ball.
Yeah, and what and I think that
shout out to Rex Ryan.
And another thing is with Hackenberg, which makes sense why he's not playing, is you tried this approach last year with Bryce, not playing him, rushing him, don't play him at all, and he came in this year, and it shows that he's still not ready. Yeah. What's the point? Yeah. Play Hackenberg. Play him. Like, just give him that one game. If he screws up this game, I'm pretty sure it's not going to screw him up for the rest of his career. Because we need to know what we have at quarterback.
Not really. Honestly,
we need to know.
You know what it is? I think it was like 2 years ago or last year. It was like 2 years ago. Yeah. They had Geno He played the last game of the season. He was NFL Player of the Week, and people were just like, "Oh wow, Geno, he's gonna be really good," and then he didn't do anything.
And then the following season, he got punched in the face.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's probably what's gonna happen to Hattenberg. He's gonna get punched in the face.
I'm sure Hackenberg's not gonna owe anyone money.
I wonder, did he ever pay that money back? I doubt Geno ever paid that money back.
I don't know.
Thanks,
his jaw paid for it, bro.
Yo, exactly.
Dude got robbed.
But yeah, exactly. But he's about to get cut or not get signed at all. So he needs every cent. Hopefully he saved all his money, or he's gonna be in a 30 for 30 broke part 2.
Facts. And also spring football. Almost forgot about that. What do you think about that? The NFL right now they're starting is they're having a spring football league in April or May, one of those months, and pretty much just it's a 1 month, 4 or 6 games season, whatever, and it's pretty much just all free, just stuff like that. And it's very interesting that they put out the date that they did, because pretty much at that date is the beginning of baseball season and the end of the basketball NBA regular season, but the beginning of the postseason for the NBA. And I think that they intentionally did that to try to steal some ratings. Whether or not it's going to work out, I don't know. What do you think?
I have no thoughts about it.
Really?
I'm gonna watch, but at the same time, it's just like, okay, we'll see.
You're actually gonna watch? Hell, I'm not watching.
Man, if I watched the first season of XFL. I just love football, so
you're telling me you're gonna watch the Jets guys like who are free agents that might consider signing? You're gonna watch that over the Mets?
Yeah, I'll watch it because there's gonna be the beginning of the end of spring training and
nah, bro, it's the beginning in April.
Oh,
yeah, that's also showed how desperate the NFL are for ratings, because their ratings took a big hit.
What type of free agents is gonna play? The top free agents are not gonna play.
No, not top free agents.
So yeah,
guys who's gonna try to make a team.
So it's basically going to be the 4th game of preseason. Oh man, those monsters! Oh, terrible. Yeah. Terrible. No.
Maybe the Jets is gonna play Hackenberg then.
Hackenberg, the MVP of the winter. Was it spring football?
Spring football, yeah.
Yeah, Hackenberg MVP.
All right,
max contract.
So pretty much Jets, Giants. All right, so pretty much start with the Giants. Giants, protect Eli Manning, because if you do not protect them, you're gonna lose to Carson Wentz and Rashard Matthews. And it's not gonna look pretty. You know, you lost 19-24. You had several chances to win that game. Eli had three turnovers, 3 interceptions. O-line, protect them as best as possible, even though you guys are trash.
Yeah, the O-line needs to protect Eli Manning, because we already had one Manning have neck injuries, and you saw what happened. So we don't need another Manning to have another neck injury. So protect that man. And
Jets, please don't play Fitzpatrick. Please play. Change your mind. If there's anything I could do to change your mind, please. Well, not anything. Pause. But
pause, yeah.
please.
Whoa, pause.
Please.
Yeah.
Start Hackenberg.
Man,
give me Hackenberg. Give him to me. I want to see him play.
Pause.
Please.
But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even care who they play. Play Sheldon Richardson. Dude need to do something besides be on Snapchat. Do something. Oh, man, I don't know. The Jets are terrible. Their D-line is terrible. Their secondary is terrible. Tabo might get fired. Their wide receiver, Brandon Marshall, gave up. They said Brandon Marshall didn't play hard. He gave up. The whole team gave up, man. Who cares?
Yeah. All right. So, moving on. George Karl.
Oh, man.
Karl. Yeah.
George Karl, man.
Oh, man. All right. So, pretty much, if you guys hadn't heard, George Karl just wrote a new book about himself. Or I think they call it a memoir or whatever. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. I don't give a damn.
I'm not give one damn. All right. So, pretty much, is one of the things he said is Melo doesn't play defense. He said he loves the spotlight. He's a very, very selfish player. He has no commitment to hard work. He also said that J.R. Smith and Kane Martin, he called them the, quote, and I quote, AAU babies. And he called them the spoiled brats you see in junior golf and junior tennis. Them some fighting words, bro.
Yeah, bro. Really.
And one thing that I'm not gonna lie, I love the fact that he said this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
It gives us something to talk about. We got more material because we would have been screwed. We would have had another 20 minutes of the show. Like, oh, damn, what the hell we going to talk about?
Thank you, George Karl, for giving us some material, brother. You may never know us, but thank you, brother.
Yeah. This is I like this. Well, I like the fact that he is holding players accountable.
What?
Let me finish.
Please finish.
But there's a way to do it. You don't come at a person and, well, number one, he didn't come at them. He wrote in the book, Little Coward.
Well,
and another
Phil
thing
Jackson
is,
did the same thing.
he think, yeah, but Phil Jackson, people love him more because Jordan and Kobe saved his ass.
Yeah. Exactly.
Pat Riley is better. Yeah, I had to put that in there.
All right. Hey, man.
And the thing about George Karl is what really pisses me off is he does not take any of the blame.
Not at all.
For anything. And one thing about him is everywhere he worked, majority of the assistant coaches didn't even like him. It's one thing for your players not to like you, but for the people who are working for you, people who are scouting for you, people who are keeping charge of your timeouts, people who's telling you, keep charge, subs and how many fouls this guy has, people like that, if they don't like you and they don't trust you, you're really doing something wrong.
Yo, George Karl looked like the evil dude in the movie. Like, he should not be trusted.
He really does.
No, it's crazy. But anyway, he's go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, like, in any movie, he looks like that principal who's just an asshole and no one likes him. So you're like TP his house or like throw eggs at his house, whatever.
But yeah, I definitely. He said that Carmelo is a true conundrum. Carmelo said he didn't know what that word meant. Neither did I. I had to Google it.
Really?
Man, brother, I went to a public school. But yeah, he said Melo was a user of people. He talked about Kenya Martin. He talked about JR. And it was so crazy he said all those things. It was funny. He said it, and Melo, everybody was just saying, why are you saying it now? Is it just to sell books?
It's to sell books. And you know what else he just said?
What?
That majority of players in the NBA are using PEDs and they have a doping issue.
Okay.
And one thing he said is in the off season, all of a sudden guards taking trips to Germany. That's where the good stuff is at.
See,
apparently,
Dirk Nowitzki, he started it. but
and also, why would you say that in the book? Because think about it. If you're hearing he's saying those things like, wow, this book sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
No one is going out saying, you know what? I want to read with George Karl's book. I want to hear about himself.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't care about it. You just want to see the nice, juicy stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what gets people to talk about you. We wouldn't be talking about George Karl's book if it wasn't for what he said.
But that's true. And the thing that he did that just to sell, excuse me, just to sell books. But at the same time, really look at what he said, which is very disrespectful. He's saying that these guys, because of lack of fathers in the home, that's very disrespectful to the people's mothers that are still alive and everything.
It is.
And him saying that these guys are lack of father, they know what they're doing, AAU babies. In this day and age, a coach should be like a second, should be like a father figure and a mentor to these players. A lot of these, like a person like Tim Duncan, that just retired, he even said that Pop was like a father to him. And this is why Pop is beloved by his players. Even though he yells at them and everything like that, they know it's a good place and they know he has their back. George Karl was never that type of coach.
That's why they, all these great organizations that consider great organization, what did they always say? Family atmosphere.
Exactly.
That's when you talk about top class organization, guys who they know they're going to take care of you.
Yeah.
Those are the top guys. That's what made the Yankees, so great for so long.
Yeah.
The Lakers.
Yeah.
The Spurs, the Miami Heat, got teams like that, those teams that have been very, very successful. Family-like atmosphere. Take care of your players.
And the thing is, when I hear take care of your players, not only financially, but actually telling them right from wrong. Like, for instance, or even giving them second chances, but even holding them accountable. Like, for instance, like you said, the Yankees, George Steinbrenner was a dick. People never liked him. But at the same time, he's one of the dudes his players always said, like, yo, if it wasn't for George Steinbrenner, I wouldn't be alive. Darryl Strawberry, Drew Gooden, he gave those guys second or even third chances.
Yeah, Doc Gooden just recently, I believe, he's checked into rehab.
Exactly.
Dude haven't played for Yankees since like what, 2000, 99, something like that. And they're helping him with his rehab and stuff like that. Family atmosphere, and that starts out from the top to the bottom. So I don't know if it was the teams that he played for that he really didn't care. I mean, not he played for, the teams that he coached. Maybe from the top overs they weren't on his ass about it.
Yeah.
but
but
take some accountability.
But that's the thing, because he knows basketball. A lot of people that come out and said that they're shocked. Charles Barkley, they're saying that Skip Bayless even said that they're really cool with this guy. And he really knows basketball. He knows the offensive side of the ball. That's another thing. Everybody says that he's really good on the offensive side of the ball, but yet he blamed Melo for being good only on the offensive side of the ball. My dude, did you teach defense? Everybody's talking about your offense, but yet nobody ever brings up how good your defense coaching skill is.
That's tricky because there's some guys, you aren't good at defense, but if you're at least trying, coaches won't really be on your ass about it because you just can't. You're not good at defense.
But what about coaching? Melo came to the league at 19, straight out of 1 year in Syracuse, one and done. He came into the league at 19, not making excuses. And when JR came to the team, he was 20 because he played 2 years in on the Hornets.
Wasn't he?
No, he was 2 years under Brian Scott. The first year he played. The second year, Brian Scott sat him the whole year because immaturity. Traded to Denver Nuggets. First he got traded to the Bulls. Then he got traded to the Nuggets. Right, and then when he came, so he was a third year player straight out of high school, only with really 1 year experience. So you have all these young players and everything, 19, 20 years old. You're coming to you. And then you're expecting these guys to be born ready to play, being mature.
Lance Stevenson.
Lance Stevenson. Shout out to my boy Cody Allen, man.
Born ready.
Yeah, born ready. But no, I'm serious about this because George Karl wanted veterans, but you had young players, and you weren't really mentoring them. And you're saying these guys are lack of a father, yada yada yada, but yet they had no father figure in their life, and they still made it to the NBA. Your son, who had a father figure, if it wasn't for you being a coach and coaching him up, he would have made it to the NBA. So you have to give respect to dudes like Carmelo, JR, Kenyon, all these brothers like that had no father figures and everything and still made it to the NBA. And you as a coach, one of your jobs was to mentor them, and you failed. And
that's also why, like I said, I like the comments because he did some of those things he said was true, but some of those are your fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you gotta hold yourself accountable for your actions and your action towards others. Yeah. You weren't really that great of a coach in terms of a player personnel. Yeah. You can't blame players for acting mature and not playing defense. Yeah. When your philosophy is get buckets, bro.
Exactly. You're thinking, all right, you can score. All right, I want you to do. I'm pushing a position to score. It's like Dan Toney telling people, "Oh man, why didn't you play defense?" Just like, bro. You told people to shoot, and shoot some more. Come on, man.
And another thing I want to get to more into this PED issue.
Oh, yeah.
When he says that there's a doping issue, you know exactly what I said?
What?
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, of course.
Who doesn't know that in the NBA?
Yeah.
You know why? They do not care.
Exactly.
Ratings are skyrocketing.
Exactly.
Because you have dudes that are 6 feet even.
Yeah.
Throwing it down.
Yep.
You have guys like LeBron James, who's 6'8", 265, 31 years old.
Yeah.
Running on the fast break being a freight train. This is good for ratings. Who gives a damn?
Yeah.
Baseball got rid of steroids, and what happened?
The ratings went down.
That's it.
Yeah.
Football is more on top of it, and what's happening?
Ratings going down.
Come on, man. Who doesn't know that? Like,
listen, man.
It doesn't make sense to me.
No, man. People. It's funny that he said that and everything like that. He's the Jose Canseco of basketball, basically. He just hasn't done anything in the league. But I'm just saying, he's saying all this stuff, but at the same time, what's your point? Are you trying to clean? Are you trying to say this just to clean up stuff? And you know what's gonna happen? Now we're gonna have those more injuries. We're all gonna have a 32-year-old LeBron James looking like he's 18 years old, still dunking on people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, so hey, if it cleans up the league. Ratings, not many people are going to watch. Ratings are going to go down. We're not going to have this exciting basketball.
Yeah. Another thing to stick on basketball is it's something I've wanted to talk for a while now, and just seeing a lot of new NBA games of how the game is not being played inside anymore. Now guys are always coming outside and shooting threes. Yeah. Now they're telling big men to shoot threes.
Oh my God.
The post game, on top of the mid-range game, has truly been a lost start in the NBA.
Yeah.
And this is my personal list of guys who think are above average. Well, So pretty much is these guys are good post-up games. Some of these players might not agree with me, but that's how bad the competition is in terms of guys who go post up. Mm-hmm. So let me read my list right now, all right?
Go ahead, brother.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother. You ain't got the power. Beetlejuice.
Right. So I got Nikola Vucevic.
Okay.
Brook Lopez.
Yes.
The Gasol brothers.
Okay.
Karl Anthony Towns. Even though he's young.
Okay.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Okay.
Anthony Davis.
Okay.
And I put Joel Embiid with a question mark because I haven't seen enough. So, you know, okay. He's on the rise. You said Okafor, that's right? It. Huh?
You said Okafor?
Okafor who? Jahlil Okafor?
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Thanks for letting me know.
All right.
Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah.
Okay. And Kristaps Porzingis, but he's very, very weak because he could get easily. But he has some nice post moves. I'm talking about your post move. But he gets pushed out easily.
Not so much effectiveness post move, but if you have them, you're saying.
If I see that they're skilled at the post.
Okay. Randall, you said Randall too, right?
Julius Randle?
Yeah.
No, he don't have a post game.
Yeah, Julius Randle. Maybe before he got injured, he had some barbecue chicken in him.
Your standards are lower than mine.
Yes, you can see by the women I have. I have very low standards. Man.
I hope none of your ex are listening to this.
Probably. I'll take 2 5s. Take 2 5s, make a 10. Let's go.
Yeah.
But back. Yeah, but again, you were saying, is it a lost art? What do you think?
Yes, it is. Because, all right, if we still had a lot of elite guys at the post in power forward and center, we would never hear Draymond Green because he would get cooked every single night.
Barbecue chicken.
Every single night.
Yeah.
He's constantly going up against guys like, you know, with that def lineup, quote unquote, when he's playing the center. Now he's playing the center.
Yeah.
He's going to get guys like Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
No post game.
No post game.
DeAndre Jordan. No post game.
Mm-hmm.
Mason Plumlee.
Mm-hmm.
No post game.
Yeah.
Tyson Chandler.
No post game whatsoever. Whatsoever.
Joakim Noah. No post game.
No post game.
Hassan Whiteside. Guess what?
No
post game.
Potential.
Yeah, potential. Charles Barkley always said about Whiteside. Yeah. And it's just like, if the reason why small ball is taking over is because we don't have guys who are punishing these little dudes in the post. True. If you don't have a guy to punish these little dudes in the post, you know, that's how small balls is going to take effect. And also that's why, you know, one thing that, you know, you see a lot more teams shooting threes. And we talked about the last episode that you was mad about Brook Lopez shooting a lot of threes. Yeah. But you can't blame him because that's the way people are coaching. Because not a lot of people have good low post defense or low post offense. I'm sorry. Yeah. But if you do have a low post offense, it's good to stretch the floor because you know you won't be one-dimensional. But like I said, I believe this has been a lost star on top of the mid-range game in the NBA.
Okay. I want to say something. Bear with me. Joel Embiid, right? Mm-hmm. This guy, right? His first 19 games of his career, 23 and 55. Shooting 41%. 41.
Wait, 23 and 55? What does that mean?
20. That's how many shots he made, 3-pointers he's made. And attempted.
Oh, 23 of 55.
Yeah, 23 of 55. Okay. Sorry, I'm Haitian. He's shooting 41.8%, right? Mm-hmm. That's the same number that Klay Thompson shot. Mm-hmm. That's higher than Steph Curry, their first 19 games. Mm-hmm. Joel Embiid is what? A center, right?
Yeah.
Now, guess how many shots, guess how many 3-pointers Shaq made in his career?
One.
Out of how many attempts? 22. So imagine Shaq playing in a league, this type of league right now.
He still dominate.
Would he? They would make him shoot threes. No.
You are not making Shaq shoot threes.
But that's what I'm saying.
They're gonna help extend the 3-point line. Okay. But he's barbecue chicken, bro.
But what I'm saying is now they want because you know why I say that? The guys that have post games in this league are no longer stars.
And also the way offenses are run nowadays, the ball is not going in their hands.
So exactly. So Shaq wouldn't even be dominant as he was.
He'd be more dominant because there's less big men to compete with him.
Okay, they'll probably make Shaq shoot threes. Okay, because I'm watching the Pacers versus the Knicks last week.
Miles Turner.
No, not Miles Turner shooting threes.
Yeah.
Al Jefferson is on the bench. He comes off the bench in the first quarter, plays some of the second quarter. You know how much points he had? he had 14 points. Just barbecued chicken.
Yeah, because I forgot. He's another guy on my list. Pretty good post game.
Very good post game.
Yeah.
But you know how much points he ended with? 18 points. So the rest of the game, they put him out. They didn't put him in the fourth quarter. He only scored 4 more points. So he had 18 points. But if he stayed in the game, the dude would have had 20 at least.
You know why?
What?
It's regular season. Now, when you're in the regular season, you want to play in the full court.
Okay.
Half-court offense isn't as important as it would be in the playoff.
I get you.
Right? Because almost every team that's competing, what they want to do is they want to run the ball, play fast.
Yeah. Like
Golden State does. And when you have a guy like Al Jefferson, who's a slow, he's going to take his time to post with his up and under, his little shimmy.
Yeah.
It is going to take away from the ball going around. The ball will stick in his hand. The game is going to slow down.
True.
Watching the playoffs with the Indiana Pacers.
But
watch how different they are with Miles Turner and Al Jefferson and how much. Watch who plays more. You'll see in the playoffs.
We'll see, but
right it's regular season. Yeah, they want guys to run and gun.
I'm watching Al Jefferson. I feel like I'm 30 now. I feel like an old man. I'm just like, this dude is killing right now. I was happy they took him out against the Knicks because he was cooking.
And who was guarding him?
It was what's his name? That dude, Quinn. Carlo Quinn and Joakim Noah. Nobody had an answer. Just barbecue chicken on him all day. And then last night when they're playing the Bulls, I'm watching him. He's playing in the fourth quarter. The Pacers are down, but while he's on the floor, he's shooting. He had like 18 points. They took him out because the Bulls were running up and down. But that's the problem. I'm just like, now the post game is irrelevant now. If you're not shooting threes, but then I thought about it. I was like, financially, it's something that you said. It's just like you're being one dimensional. Okay, let's think about it. Let's think about chicken. Let's think about it like chicken. Let's think about money. All right, Brooklyn people, chicken, whatever. But if you're one dimensional in the league, right? That means you only can do one thing. Yeah. Obviously, all right. Big men are always being paid. Before you're big, if you're 7 feet, more likely you're being paid. People like Kwame Brown, you know what I mean? Jerome James, like those guys 7 feet, they're gonna pay you more. Teams like OKC pick Serge Ibaka over James Harden, right?
James Harden. Well, that's because they thought James Harden would be cheaper. I mean, Serge Ibaka would be cheaper.
But they also said because you can't teach 7 feet. That's always the big thing.
Yeah.
So, but now they're just like, okay, if we pay this guy, he only has post moves. If he gets hurt and everything, what else can he do? But if he's able to do more things, we know, okay, you could step out now. You won't be in the post so much. You won't get hurt. So you'll be able to shoot some jumpers. So financially, it makes more sense because if you only do one thing and you get hurt, damn, we lost money.
And also, this is an era where versatility is everything right now.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is also why Draymond Green is considered a top 3 power forward, just because he's versatile.
Over LA.
Yeah. I'll take him over LaMarcus Aldridge.
I'll take him over.
I mean, prime LaMarcus Aldridge, I'm taking him over Draymond.
Yeah, but
as of now I'm taking Draymond over. Draymond could defend, and he's pretty good at offense. LA is only good at offense in the mid range. That's it.
Exactly. That's all he's good.
He ain't do nothing for me. Didn't you say one of your boys?
Well,
who's that boy who told me to come see him?
Yeah, come see me. So you already know who you are. Come see me about LA. He said LA is the second best power forward. But let's move on.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying, it makes financial sense why they want big men to shoot threes, but at the same time, the game, the essence of the
game is hurting for it because we're not seeing a lot of posts. Like I said, watching a lot of these high school and also younger, JV and kids, preteens essentially in their basketball leagues. The center's not sitting in the paint getting the ball in the post anymore. He's jacking up from threes.
Exactly.
So don't be surprised if 20 and 30 years, we'll probably only have like one player in the league who actually post up and have an actual post game.
Facts.
All right, so moving on. Just a little bit of Yankees news. Right now. All right, so pretty much this is really new. I woke up this morning and Bob Nightingale of USA Today and MLB Insider said that the New York Yankees expanded talks with the White Sox. So not only could they possibly trade for Jose Quintana, now David Robinson is included in the trade. Now here's where it gets a little murky. Joel Sherman from the New York Post, who's also an MLB Insider, said that he heard that this is not true and that the Yankees are not working to expand the trade and try to get Dave Robinson as well. But a few minutes after that, Nightingale said that now the Pirates are interested in Jose Quintana. or we could possibly see a 3-way trade with the Yankees, White Sox, and the Pirates.
3-way.
This oh God, Jesus Christ, pause. My goodness. All right, so pretty much is this is pretty much what I expected. This is just a small screen. The White Sox are using the Yankees as leverage for another team who they're probably really negotiating a trade with. So they want to pressure the other team to trade it for Quintana. Essentially, that's what I think it is. That's just a little quickie update on the Yankees. So Yankee fans, the 2 or 3 Yankees fans out listening, I don't think Jose Quintana is going to be on the Yankees, which is a good thing for now. Oh, yeah. All right, and you say you have some news on the Mets, right?
Man, I got a lot of news for my Mets fans. Everybody here is a Mets fan.
See if you can say it in 5 minutes or less.
No, okay. So basically, the White Sox and Pirates are basically like people are really trying to get their players because those guys suck. But the Mets are talking about improving their bullpen to get David Robinson, who has 2 years left on his contract with $25 million. The Mets want to get him for either the 8th inning or the 7th inning or even a closer's position because Familia is going to be out for a month because, of the little situation that he had with his wife. But the thing is, we have to trade Michael Conforto, who's one of our top prospects. I don't think I want to trade him for a reliever. You can get a reliever off the market. You can trade. So I'm not trading one of my top prospects or one of my developed pieces for a reliever. Because with relievers, you really don't know what you're getting. Yeah. But anyways, there's another guy the Mets want to improve our center field because we have Cespedes. We have Cespedes who's in left field. That's locked. But center field and right field is question marks because we have Lugares, but he's hurt. He's always hurt. We don't know. He's a Gold Glover, but we don't know. Conforto, he's up and down and everything in the majors, but when he goes to the minors, he's hitting 400. Curtis Granderson, his average is 200. He's hitting only 200. He'll give you 30 home runs, but he's gonna strike out a lot. So and he's older.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Bruce,
and he can't hit lefties.
He can't hit anything. Jay Bruce, he doesn't want to be here. He's a crybaby. We traded one of our prospects for him, and he doesn't want to be here because it's New York. He doesn't want to be here. But hey, so the Mets are trying to trade for Charles Blackmon, who came up when he was 25. He's like 30. Hit 324 last year. He had 29 home runs, but the same thing. At the same time, it was in Colorado. And everybody knows if you watch baseball, Colorado, you don't really know about their home runs are always elevated because of the dry air. So I'm not big on trading one of my top prospects and my top pitcher because you have to trade Steven Matz and Conforto and a prospect for your minors in order to get him. And I'm not too big on the guys from Colorado. So, and let's X that trade. But we have a guy from the Pittsburgh Pirates that the Mets want to try to get, Andrew McCutchen. First off, I've seen this brother play.
It's not happening.
I've seen this brother play. This brother is like, I think he's the remake of Jesus Christ. This brother is smooth.
Not Tim Tebow?
No, Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow was one of the disciples. But Andrew McCutchen, 2 years left in his contract. All right. Last year he had a down year, but he still had 30 home runs. I think he had 30 home runs. I think he had 30 home runs. But anyways, he had a lot of home runs. He's gonna play center field. I'll give up Michael Conforto for Andrew McCutchen. I might even give up Steven Matz for him. Mm-hmm. I might. But I'll give up Michael Conforto and I'll give up a minor leaguer for him.
I'd give up Steven Matz for Andrew McCutchen.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. But
you already got the Grom, Syndergaard, and Harvey.
Yeah, I would give him.
I prefer to give up Harvey though.
But Harvey, he's been hurt and everything.
The attitude problem.
I mean, so and he probably won't want to go to a small market. I don't know, but Andrew McCutchen is a former MVP, and you have him for 2 more years. I'll trade Jay Bruce, McCutchen. Oh no, I'll trade Jay Bruce, Lugares, who's a Gold Glover, so that's still good. And I
Gold Glover who can't hit.
Yeah, but you're getting 2 outfielders and a prospect for McCutchen. And McCutchen doesn't want to play for New York. He said that a couple of years ago. But
He doesn't?
No, he doesn't want to play. He said because when the Pittsburgh Pirates were really good and the Mets were bad, he did. if I had the video, I'll send it to you. He basically he does impersonations, and he did a Cleveland Brown voice. And they're like, "Oh, imagine you play for the Mets." He's like, "No, no, no." I was like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, Andrew McCutchen, former MVP, dude's 30. He's gonna be 30 years old next year. I think the Mets should get it done. What do you think?
McCutchen, yeah. Blackman, no.
No.
Dave Robinson, no. McCutchen, I'd do that.
Yeah.
So we're in the segment for our news. Rex Ryan from the Buffalo Bills has been fired.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Rex, man.
You know, I mean, he's not really a good head coach anyway. So.
No, he's a defensive coordinator. This is his second time to be a head coach. It's time to give it up, man.
And it's crazy because the same time last year against when the Bulls eliminated the Jets from playoff contention, he was like, yeah, F, yeah. Now you're unemployed, bitch.
Nah, man. I love Rex, man. Rex is one of the greatest coaches the Jets ever had.
Personality-wise.
Yeah. But, like, I think he's really better than Bill Parcells, personality-wise. The team really played for him. The defense was better with him. He did really, like, Rex is really, really good. But at the same time, he has an issue with only focusing on defense. His offense is always the same. It's very vanilla. Especially with this type of NFL, you can't play a system like that anymore.
Yeah.
You can't. Ground and pound does not work in this type of NFL. It's like the post game in the NFL. I mean in the NBA. It's dying.
You got a point there.
Thank you.
Thank you. You actually got a point. I had to think about it. That was a long pause. Yeah.
Pause. Yeah, but look at this. LaShawn McCoy, right? LaShawn McCoy has 1,257 rushing yards. The next one is Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, 580. The other running back, Mike Gilsey, whatever that means, he had 537, which is really good, right? But in receiving, Charles Clay had 532. The next leading receiver was McCoy with 350. Your running back can't be your second leading receiver. Sammy Watkins was hurt, but that's really bad.
So yeah, Rex is currently most likely gonna go back to the defensive coordinator. And John, you have some other news.
But no, if Rex is perfect spot for Rex, if he goes to join Jack Del Rio, if he goes to the Oakland Raiders.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, man, they coached in Baltimore together. Yeah, so that'll be really.
So
really
look
good.
out for that.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, so apparently during a San Diego Chargers game, there was a security guard who was pleasuring himself during the game, and it's all over Twitter. And people, I think he got fired. And
he was pleasuring himself to the cheerleading stands.
Yeah, man. Listen, the San Diego Chargers aren't really good that year.
Nothing better to do.
And come on, man, the cheerleaders were looking good, and he just took the opportunity. But the thing was so funny. He covered his hand, so he thought because he can't see what he's doing, nobody else did. But they definitely called him red-handed. Pause, and it was.
That's something else. But hey, man. You gotta do what you gotta do,
man. He was enjoying himself, and I mean, hey, man, everybody's been there. I don't know. I've never been there.
Yeah, neither have I or any of our listener.
I hope not. If you have, you're sick. You're disgusting.
Yeah, but still listen to the show.
Yeah,
we need as much views as possible. So thanks for listening to episode 3, guys. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Wish you guys a happy and a healthy new year. Get ready for all those new year, new me people.
Yeah. All the girls are saying, I don't need a man in 2017.
Or all those people like if you don't have a baby in 2017.
Oh man.
There's people who tweet that out and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. I know.
So yeah, appreciate you guys for listening. Like I said, subscribe, leave comments. We do the show for you guys. We talk what you guys want to hear.
Exactly.
Please let us know, and we're gonna give you guys a great product. Jonathan over here with my co-host CJ John Doe. And that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah. Hope you guys have a happy New Year, and
we're looking for sponsors. So Ciroc, holla at us.
And Babaku 5-star. Let us know. All right, guys. Peace.